Okay, sounds good. Good evening, ECFL. It is me, Dodger Life, also known as Austin Grant, here on the call tonight. In the booth by myself, but I'm here and I'm ready for a good game. We got Tulane and Texas Tech on tap tonight. Couple of really solid teams here. Texas Tech is they've done decent for being a new team, but they are still obviously new, so there's not a whole ton to go off of based on past seasons, but Tulane is being Tulane as ever, so it's about how
Yeah,
it goes. Oh,
Tulane's been a great team forever. What's going on, man? If I could give you
yo
a
yo,
little help in the booth.
thank you, sir. All right, we have also don't remember Traeger.
Trigger.
Traeger. Okay, sick. Now we got Traeger in the booth here as well, helping me call this game. But yeah, Tulane is always good, and Texas Tech is new, but we're gonna have to see how they perform here against Tulane. As it's gonna start off with a run, Geno McFly, the star running back for Texas Tech, picking up 5 there.
I mean, Tulane's been having a rough season so far this season. They definitely don't look like the Tulane we all know and love, but we all know them to be a top contender, and I expect them to be right back in it this season.
This is very true. And as we say that, there's an interception on their side. Intercepted. Bam. Butler takes it back for the green wave, setting them up in beautiful field position.
I mean, you can't ask for more from your defense right there. Get you the ball early, 30 seconds into the game, already got a turnover.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, Tulane, while they maybe have not played as well as they have in some of the past seasons, and I think that's just due to they're now starting to be some more balance in the league. But it's moments like that where you remember, oh yeah, this is a Tulane team who ran all the way to the championship last year.
Yes, sir.
Dropping back is Rivers, toss over the middle, caught, first down. MJ Witten, the brother of Kaiju Witten, the running back, who is a big part of this offense, and they are a reason why they went all the way to the championship last year, among others.
I mean, they've always had a top-notch defense, and their offense, when it gets running on all cylinders, they're a hard team to slow down at all.
Yeah, definitely, and we've seen that a whole lot over these past few years, or at least I have in my 2 seasons here so far. But there's a good little catch by Ben Blazin, picking up 6, able to just stay in bounds.
Definitely a huge pickup there on the chains, moving the ball already in their red zone.
And there he goes over the middle again. A little out of the backfield check down to Kaiju Witten, picking up 7 and another first down.
Smoke Rivers being very effective on this drive already, 4 for 5 to start the night.
Yes, sir. And that's definitely what he can do when he needs to, and he can also run when he needs to, but, well, he hasn't had to quite yet, and yes, it's still early, but we'll have to see how that develops as Kaiju runs it up the gut there for 4 yards.
Kaiju's definitely one of those big bowling ball running backs. He's small, he fits through the holes, and I think that he looks about 20 pounds heavier than he actually is, as they're getting in for a touchdown early.
Yep, there it is. MJ Witten, the other Witten brother, out of the backfield, out on the flat with the little screen pass and run into the end zone, hauling with number 58, Tommy Salami there, who could not bring him down.
I mean, definitely a huge turn of events. Most time when you see that screen come up, you're sitting here saying no, no, no. But Tulane just caught a break and it went for 7.
Exactly, definitely. That's a rare time a play works like that, but I think that was a good time to call it right when you're knocking on the doorstep right there, and you're feeling good about your offense, and you just kind of want to maybe test something with not a whole lot of risk per se.
I mean, with no risk means no reward. They're going to keep it trying. This Texas Tech team's also going to keep trying them every way. They're going to risk it all. They know they're the underdogs.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm very interested to see what Texas Tech can do here against this Tulane team with all the experience they have on both sides of the ball. But I'm very interested in seeing how the Red Raiders play here because we've seen some of the lower ranked teams play some good games against the top tier, the top dogs of the ECFL recently, definitely, as we saw. Who do we see? We saw UCF play Arizona State close. We saw there was another team. It was Texas Tech, right? I think it was Texas Tech.
Don't get me lying to you, my man, as it's going to go short 4th and 2.
Yeah, but didn't quite work there. But yeah, definitely interested to see how Texas Tech is going to play in this one.
And I am still working on actually getting set up. I just saw you were in here by yourself, so I figured I'd hop in.
You're chilling. Thank you, sir. Good to have another person calling here in the booth with me. I was all ready to be by myself, and I'm like, okay. Here we go, over the middle. Good little catch, falling down. MJ Witten able to find the ball as it looked like it was behind him a little bit.
I mean, definitely a nice snag there by MJ Witten.
Definitely, definitely. As they're going to come out here, Rivers drops back out of the pistol. Tossed down just on the first down marker to Ben Blazin, who just reaches the ball over the line.
I mean, Ben Blazin is definitely a top caliber receiver that you know is going to get fed tonight.
Yeah, definitely. And there's a handoff to Kaiju, picking up only 3, but it gets the ball down the field at least a little bit for this Green Wave offense.
I mean, the saying goes 3 yards in a cloud of smoke. If you get 3 yards every play, you're going to be in the end zone in no time.
True that. And here we go. Dropping back. Rivers tosses it down, but it's intercepted. Oh my goodness. Stumbled out of bounds, but there's a big pick for Jason Breeze Jr.
Definitely a huge play. What you like to see, Texas Tech getting that momentum back.
Definitely, definitely. Yes, that was a great read off the ball by Breeze, able to steal it out of the air and put the ball back in the hands of Richard Dickey and the rest of this Texas Tech offense. As is the handoff to McFly up the gut. He's going to break away a little bit. He almost stays on his feet, but he gets pushed down after 16 yards and a first down.
Vito McFly is saying, I will answer back. Y'all can put this team on my back. We're going down.
Exactly, exactly. And I'm interested to see if Dickey can make some good passes here and hook up with some of his big targets. As there's a run up the middle again with McFly, 9 yards.
I mean, if you have a running back like that, you don't really need to use your arm. Just keep handing to him up off the gut, and they're going for 6.
Yeah, this is very true. I guess we'll have to see how this is going to go until Tulane can answer. But they're going to throw a pass, and it's going to work. Montezuma Popoko, 12 yards and a first down.
Dickey found Popcorn on a nice little pass, throwing off his back foot. Popcorn sat there waiting for it and read it.
Yeah, definitely. Good catch there. Able to just wait for the ball to fall into his hands. But he was also lucky that no defender was able to break that up, as we see McFly go running there again for 9 yards.
McFly's definitely a top-tier running back. He's proven it this game against one of the top defenses in the league. I don't have the stats with me, but I believe they're a top 5 defense in the league.
I think so. That makes sense. I also don't have the stats here with me. I just have the rosters. But I know that this Tulane defense is one of the definitely more solid defenses in the league. As we see McFly almost break to the outside there, but he gets tripped up as he's only able to pick up 3.
Fozzie, to respond to your comment, I was also here for your touchdown. So you can't pick and choose.
Hand off to McFly, picking up 4, even though they only gave him 3 on the chains, but 4 on the run.
Definitely a nice run, bringing up 3rd and manageable here.
Yeah, as now they're inside the red zone, and there's a toss out to the left side, almost intercepted. Oh my goodness, so close.
I mean, Dickey's showing why, showing that he didn't make the best read. He had a man short and could have gotten easy first down there, kept it alive, but he tried for 6.
Yeah, exactly, and I think he just wants to maybe get out some of the nerves of playing in front of the home crowd here, where, I mean, he should be more comfortable, but also I think, yeah, he's just still kind of getting into the groove of the game, as it seems to always be the case in the ECFL games. It takes a little bit for teams to get going, but now we got the good old clipping call, and Tulane's going to be going backwards to start off this drive.
Still first down.
I mean, definitely not what you want to see. Coming out from the 12-yard line to start.
Yeah, exactly. As they're going to set up here in the pistol set, trips to the right. Rivers steps back, looking, tosses it over the middle. Kaiju right there with the catch, but he's going to be dragged down before he can get much farther, as Anthony Spencer is going to drop him at the 14.
I mean, definitely a huge play there. Getting some yardage, going forward after that interception.
Yeah, definitely. As there goes Kaiju again, rolling through the first down as he just ran over Breeze and got that first down for the Green Wave.
Definitely a huge possession, already out of the back of their own end zone.
Exactly. As there goes Rivers to the left side, and he's going to hook up with Tanner Baxter. Another one of those big targets here for the Tulane offense, as he's able to get open on that out route.
This Texas Tech defense is leaving some holes in their coverage. It looks like they're running a zone, and they're just letting these receivers pick them apart.
Yeah, definitely, and that's not a thing you can do against a high-powered offense like this Tulane offense. As there goes Ben Blazin'. He is gone! Touchdown, Green Wave!
Definitely a huge play, showing that explosiveness there. Able to turn a 10-yard catch into a 60-yard touchdown.
Yeah, exactly. As Blazin was just able to break off the tackle of Breeze Jr. and run it all the way to the end zone for a huge touchdown for Tulane.
This game, if Texas Tech doesn't do something in a hurry, can get out of hand in a hurry.
Yeah, exactly. It's not looking like a great start so far for Texas Tech. Their defense hasn't been able to hold up, and their offense hasn't been able to get moving. But we'll have to see if they can answer back here, as we saw them get some points on the last drive, but I'm sure their coach and a majority of their team, if not all of the team, would have very much liked to see the ball go into the end zone and be in a 7-point game right now instead of a 11-point game.
I mean, it definitely didn't have a turn of events they wanted, but can easily change this outcome. We saw Tulane give up a lead before. Could it happen again tonight, or will Tulane stay on the gas pedal?
Exactly. Well, we're going to have to see what plays out here, as we got a minute and a half left here in the first quarter, as there's a toss out to Chris Lee. The first pass, I think, I honestly don't remember. Oh, third pass. Okay, third catch by a receiver. There we go.
I mean, not been the most efficient.
Oh.
It's intercepted.
Here we go again. He's gone. Bye-bye. Touchdown, Tulane! Busta McNutt runs it to the house.
Definitely a huge interception there. Already a 3-possession game early in the first.
Yeah, definitely. A beautiful read of the quarterback's eyes there as McNutt was able to take that one away and run it to the house. As the extra point is good, and now we've got ourselves a, well, it was already a 2-possession game. Now it's still a 2-possession game. Okay, math is hard.
It's a 3-possession game, but
oh yeah, whoops.
Hey, we're broadcasters. We ain't no mathematicians.
This is true. As Texas Tech's got another shot here, and they've got to bounce back from that. That is 2 interceptions so far from Dickey. It has not been a good start to his night whatsoever.
I mean, Dickey's definitely not had a good night. These nerves coming in as a big underdog, definitely not what you want to see early on. But Dickey, we saw him. He can turn it around. He can be a great quarterback, one of the best in the league. But then he also has times where he looks like this.
Yeah, exactly. As we're going to see a little end around to Poco, but he's going to get met up in the backfield by a whole host of Green Wave defenders, led by Tank Falco. Setting up here in the offset eye. Hand off to McFly, who's going to try and get to the first down marker, but he cannot get there. Stoned at the line. Not a whole ton going there, as that's going to bring up a punt and putting the ball right back in that Tulane offense's hands.
Definitely not what you want to do if you're Texas Tech. You really needed points that drive, but they did have a good punt.
Very true. A good solid punt, able to push it to the sideline, and I'll have to see where the ball is exactly. 26. Okay. Decent-ish field position.
And for the Texas Tech fans thinking you're out of it, there has been a team's come back from 24-3. It's happened, but that's going to do it for the first.
Yes, sir. As we got ourselves a 21-3 ball game at this point, as Tulane has just looked extremely good so far, and we're going to have to see how they can play out the rest of this game as they got the ball back in their hands here. Rivers dropping back, tossing it over to the left side to Kaiju, who's able to tiptoe along the sideline and pick up 7 yards and a first down.
Definitely a nice little pickup there.
Yeah, as we're going to have Rivers drop back here on first down, toss it back out to the left side to the other Witten brother, MJ, able to just slide a foot in bounds for 3. As here comes the Green Wave offense on 2nd and 7, setting up in a 5-wide set. Rivers steps back, looking, throws it out to the right side, and Blazin stays in bounds, able to pick up 3. And there goes that man again. He didn't get a whole ton there, but he's been a big part of the offense so far.
I mean, those short little catches add up. He's helping his offense, keeping this drive alive.
Exactly, and there goes nothing. Kaiju, screen pass, nothing, loss of 4, and it's now a 4th down, and most likely a punt here from Tulane. As, yep, setting up for the punt is Tulane. Going to boot it back to the Red Raiders as this Red Raiders offense, as we've noted most of the game so far, has not been able to get anything going. Turnover after turnover from Dickey on the passing side, and then just not able to pick up first downs with too much consistency. But we'll have to see what they can do here as they start out the second quarter with their first drive here of this quarter. As there goes McFly around the corner, able to stiff arm a man and pick up quite a bit. 11 yards out of nothing.
Yeah, that was a huge play. He made that play himself.
Yeah, exactly, as he was able to just break out to the outside and stiff arm a couple guys, but he's not able to do anything there as Reggie Green meets him in the backfield for a loss of 4. That's going to bring up a 2nd and long. Setting out here in the offset eye. Shift over as the fullback. Hand off to McFly. Not able to get to the outside. Push down. Another loss there. Busta McNutt with another big play.
McNutt's been playing lights out on this defense.
Yeah, exactly. And he's one of the key pieces for this very talented, very experienced defense here for the Green Wave, as he seems to just always be all over the field making plays. As there's a little toss out to Drew Stowe, who picks up 8, but that's nowhere near enough for a first down, as we got ourselves another, not 3 and out, but another punt.
I mean, they need to figure out how to get this offense going and clicking on a more consistent basis.
Yeah, exactly. They got to get that going. The defense has got to stand tall more, as we saw them make some decent plays on the last drive, but they got to make more plays and make more plays on defense, and then the offense has just got to team up with that and balance it out. And there goes a little toss out to Blazin, who's able to pick up 7.
Blazin definitely one of the top receivers in the league. Came close to setting records this season, and he's been balling out all season long.
Yeah, definitely is. There goes Rivers up the gut for 6 yards. But Ben Blazin is definitely one of the top players on this very talented Tulane team, as I believe, if I am correct, let me double check. I want to say he's a senior.
Yeah, Ben Blazin is a senior.
Got it. Okay, well, he's definitely going to be a big part of any offense in the USFA coming up with this next draft class, as he's going to be he's been a key part of this Tulane run to the title game last year, and he's been a key part of their offense this year, and I can't wait to see how he's going to be able to transfer that over to the next level into next year.
Yeah, I expect him to be a top pick, probably first top 5 draft pick coming into the USFL.
Yeah, exactly. As there's a little toss out to Stuart Bell, able to pick up 5, just short of the first down marker. But I'm definitely interested to see what the people there over at the USFA are able to put out for mock drafts, and I'm interested to see who they think is going to go different places once the season there wraps up. But we still got quite a bit of season left here to go, but it's always fun to talk a little draft talk, even if it is a little, like, way too early.
Yeah, I mean, it's always nice to predict their futures, but this Tulane team all around is full of first-round caliber talent.
Yeah, exactly. As McFly runs the ball there for a little bit, as Busta McNutt brings him down again. And Texas Tech's going to come up here on the 2nd and 7. Running back to the left. There goes McFly again, who can't go anywhere. Dragged down, only 1 yard picked up there. Couldn't get a number on who that was who tackled him, but not a whole ton going there.
This Tulane defense is just insanely tough to do much on. And Dickey's already got rattled in this pocket. He's going to be in for a while tonight unless he can settle down.
Yeah, definitely. And if you just take a look at those numbers for 1 second, we're halfway through the second quarter already, and he's only passed for 27 yards, and he's already thrown 2 picks. It's not looking like a good night for him. And so far, it's not been fun being a Texas Tech fan for anyone out there who's watching this game.
I mean, their defense has been showing signs of life. They've got a couple punts this second quarter.
Oof, there goes Blazin again.
Little toss Blazin Already over 100 yards tonight.
Yeah, as there he goes again, passing the century mark for the game, as that's almost a regular weekly occurrence for him, as he makes another great catch there.
Definitely been a highlight for him. He's been going off nonstop, week in, week out.
Yeah, definitely. As there goes MJ Witten over the middle for 5 yards.
That brings up 2nd and 5.
As we see Smoke Rivers there, his numbers so far, as he's only thrown 2 incompletions, which just shows the absolute dichotomy in between these two quarterbacks. But there goes Chach Menino making his first catch of the night, 25 yards down the field, able to pick apart this defense, as Smoke Rivers has now passed 200 yards for the game already.
I mean, he's been having himself a night. They're working hard to find this end zone.
Yeah, definitely, as they're just doing what they can do best when they're at the top of their game. And there's a toss-up in the middle to Blazin again, only able to pick up 2, but he was sitting there and he made the catch. As credit for the tackle is going to go to Ikaj Noslo, the sophomore linebacker for Texas Tech, as we're going to see Rivers to throw it out to the right side and open field, and a touchdown! Tanner Baxter fights his way into the end zone.
Baxter was not being denied. He had 3 people on him. He drug across the end zone.
Yeah, exactly. He bounced through one guy, and then he pushed his way through 2 other defenders and made his way into the end zone for another Tulane touchdown.
Definitely been a night for Tulane. Smoke River's been going off.
Yeah, definitely. As like I was mentioning earlier, there's just such a clear difference in between the plays so far of Smoke Rivers and Richard Dickey. Even though Smoke Rivers is the younger of the 2 quarterbacks, he is showing out against this Texas Tech team. As we got a toss out from Dickey, who's only able to pick up 1 yard to Drew Stowe.
I mean, it's still getting him yardage.
Yeah, very true. Yeah.
And getting a little bit of rhythm built. So it's definitely what he needs.
Yeah, exactly. We'll have to see what he does here as Dickey's going to throw it out. There goes Simon Softhands catching that ripper of a pass. That was a missile right into his hands.
And he was showing you his soft hands there.
True that, as he cushioned that into his hands. As there goes Dickey trying to get away, and he cannot. A meeting in the backfield. Reggie Green along with El Jefe de Goat, and I think I saw Tank Falco in there as well.
I mean, you can just say the Tulane defense because everybody was back there grabbing him.
Very true, as Reggie Green is going to get credit for that sack, as he's able to bring him down by the legs and cut down Dickey in the backfield. So here goes Dickey throwing it over the middle. Good catch for Geno McFly, picking up 6, but that's still going to be a 3rd and long, as Texas Tech is looking to get hopefully a first down here.
They're definitely struggling tonight trying to get first downs. But this Tulane defense is not helping him any at all, as the pressure just keeps coming on Dickey.
Yeah, exactly. Looked like he had a second to throw there, but then before he had any time to do anything, El Jefe de Goat was on his back and drilling him into the ground and causing that incompletion. As we see how Tulane's offense has performed so far, really heavily leaning on the pass so far, not a whole ton of handoffs going to Kaiju.
I mean, they changed their playbook and they've been trusting Smoke Rivers and his arm a lot here recently.
Yeah, definitely. And I haven't got to see them play very much recently, but it looks like from the few games I've gotten to see, this change in playbook has definitely helped them. And yes, they're playing a lower division, lower power type of team here, but this is the type of offense that we're used to seeing out of Tulane.
One thing I do want to point out that a lot of people don't realize, like, not taking anything away from Tulane, Kickler's a hell of a coach, and he deserves this win. He's showing that he's a great coach. But this Texas Tech team may look bad, but it's a first-year head coach going up against one of the best in the ECFL.
Oh yeah, exactly. As that's just one of the many great things about the ECFL is the youth and the experience and the different coaches. And I mean, this is gonna be Matt's first time facing Kickler here as a coach, and so far Kickler's experience has gotten the best of him, but we'll have to see how the rest of this game is going to play out. As Texas Tech's going to get the ball back off this punt with time running down, under a minute remaining here in the first half. As Texas Tech is going to set up here on 1st and 10. Running back to the right, motion over. Drop back Dickey. Throws it to no one. Looked like he was going to try and find someone there. Couldn't quite catch who that receiver he was trying to go for was, but it just fell harmlessly to the ground. As Dickey's going to drop back and toss it down to McFly, who picks up 7 yards. And they're going to no-huddle it. Dropping back is Dickey. Looking, just throws it out of bounds. Not a whole ton going there.
Definitely not what you want to see. Had a little bit of a drive going and just thrown out of bounds on 3rd down. If I was Dickey, I might have looked to do something with my legs.
Yeah, exactly. And he hasn't done much running so far, and so I'm interested to see if they can make some changes, maybe get him to run the ball a little bit, but we're going to have to see how he can adapt throughout the rest of this game as we're coming down to the end of the first half. Toss out, Tanner Baxter, 25 yards and another 1st down for Tulane. As the pistol set here for Rivers, drops back, looking, toss it over the middle, but not held onto by Baxter. That one just clanked off his hands.
Definitely not what you want to see there. A drop pass. You know they're going for a 6.
Yeah, true that. As they just want to get some more points on the board before the half. As that one is incomplete. Almost intercepted.
He brought it down, but he could not show that toe drag swag.
Yeah, it was hard to tell. It looked like it was Jamal Adams who was trying to make that play. As they're going to go with the 3rd down field goal, but it's going to be missed. Doinker off the upright, as that's going to bring an end to our first half.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely a half for Tulane. I mean, they came out so dominant.
Yeah, definitely. As Tulane has proved why, even though they're middle of the pack this season, they are still very good. They are still a highly talented team, and they're proving it tonight. They're still proving that even though this season has been a little bit of a letdown in comparison to some of the past seasons, they are still very good, and they've proven it so far.
They're definitely one of the top teams. I mean, their record may not say they're one of the best, but everyone knows that this Kickler and this Tulane team will be in the playoffs, and they're going to make a deep run.
Oh yeah, definitely. As they always seem to do, and I am definitely interested in seeing how they can play out the rest of this season.
If I'm not mistaken, Kickler has 3 rings out of 5 on his hand.
Dang. I think he's trying to get the full set.
He's a coach you can never count out.
This is very true. As we got the run back here to start off the second half, as there goes Ben Blazin, picking up 32 to start off the second half here, as Tulane's going to get the ball to start off our second half, and they want to get the momentum back. Well, they already have the momentum. They want to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, they definitely want to keep this momentum going their way.
Yeah, definitely. As we're going to see a little toss out to Menino, who's going to pick up 6.
They're looking to put points on the board coming out of half. They don't want to fall into that conservative. They want to keep their foot on the gas pedal.
Yeah, definitely. As Rivers is going to roll out and toss it to Stuart Bell, who's just going to get rocked there. Nothing happening. Anthony Spencer met him at the line.
So if you're Texas Tech, what are you doing to get back in this?
I think your defense has got to keep playing well. You've got to get Richard Dickey going on offense. He's got to be making some smarter reads, got to be making some better passes, and I think you got to be able to balance out your pass and your run and get the ball into McFly's hands. Let him work for you and do what he can do on the ground and on those little checkdowns.
Yeah, I mean, you got to let him do what he's trained to do. He's not a deep threat quarterback. He needs to run a deke and dunk, fast-paced offense.
Yeah, definitely. So we're going to have to see how he can adapt here in the second half. As we're going to see Dickey throw it out to Chris Lee, who's going to pick up 7. Good little route there as he's able to run downfield for a good chunk. That's going to bring... Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I was yawning.
Oh, you're good. Toss over. Oh, my goodness. Kamikaze Von Doom almost picked another pass, and that would not have been good whatsoever for Dickey, as he's going to try an option play here, but it's going nowhere. El Jefe de Goat dragging him down for a huge loss.
I mean, definitely not what you want to see. They read that speed option, had it brought down before it ever had a chance to go forward.
Yeah, exactly. Beautiful defensive read there from Tulane, as Texas Tech is going to have to give it right back to this Green Wave offense. As here comes Blazin, MJ Witten with the return. And that's going to set up Tulane again in pretty good field position, just a little bit onto their side of the 50-yard line. As handoff to Witten, loses 3. Nothing happening there. Tommy Salami met him in the backfield.
Definitely a huge tackle for loss. I mean, your defense is doing everything they can to give their offense a chance.
Yeah, exactly. As Texas Tech's defense has definitely showed up here in the second half. As we're going to see another big tackle there from one of their many intriguing names on that defensive line, Tanuki Hamburglar.
I mean, it may be a weird name, but he's making plays. He's doing what he has to do.
Definitely. As there's a pass over the middle of Blazin, but luckily they pushed him back far enough to bring up a 4th and 4, and most likely a punt to give the ball back to Richard Dickey and this Texas Tech offense.
Giving Texas Tech plenty of opportunity to answer. They got to figure something out here to get points on the board this drive.
Yeah, definitely. As it has just not been, it has not been a good game for this Red Raiders offense, and they've tried, but I think they just gotta. Dickey's got to have more confidence in his arm and his abilities, and confidence in the rest of his team. But obviously, he does have this Tulane defense breathing down his neck almost every play. But I think he should have some more pocket presence.
Yeah, he's made several bad reads.
Yeah, yeah.
But, I mean, those 4-yard pickups, if he can do that first, second, and third down, that's a touchdown.
Very true. As we're going to see what he does here, as he's going to try and get away, and he's going to throw it downfield. Almost caught. I think that was Chris Lee who almost pulled it in, but some solid defense from Tulane.
Definitely a dangerous pass. Receiver was able to get his hands on it first.
Yeah, almost a great catch there for Texas Tech, but they're going to have to give the ball back over to Tulane again, as now Tulane's going to set up in Texas Tech territory, as MJ Witten's going to bring that ball out to the 46.5-ish yard line of Texas Tech.
This Texas Tech offense really needs to help their defense. Their defense is giving everything they got to slow down one of the best receiving corps in the ECFL.
Yeah, definitely, and it seems that has almost been a trend so far this season in the ECFL, that we've seen some of those teams that are maybe not at the same caliber as teams like Tulane and App State and Arizona State, that those teams who are maybe bottom of the pack, that they're able to at least semi-stay in games for a while thanks to their defense starting to balance out against the offense for the other team. But it seems the defense is just progressing more for most of these teams than the offense is so far.
And I do want to point out, for people who are complaining, well, my quarterback has no protection, blah, 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 the best thing you can do to help that is to help your coach. Go to your weekly schedule react. That alone gives your players huge upgrades.
This is very true. Yeah, definitely go react to the weekly schedule. Make sure you're showing that you are at least somewhat active. Even if you have a job and you're busy and you're working and you got kids and a family and stuff, I know what that's like. I'm sure Traeger knows what that is like, and it doesn't take a whole lot to just be active for a little bit during the week. But anywho, back to the game. Interception. Jamal Adams Jr. taking it away for the Red Raiders.
Huge pick.
Yeah, definitely. That's going to set up Texas Tech on the 20-yard line, as they got a touchback off of that pick. As they're going to set up here, see what they can do. As Dickey's going to toss it over to Popoco, picking up 11 and another first down.
Popcorn there with a nice little snag. Got second catch of the night. Had a quiet night tonight.
Yeah, definitely. A quiet night for one of the best receivers in the league, as they got a toss down to Chris Lee, picking up 8 yards. Good little catch by the tight end.
Definitely getting this offense going the right way.
Yeah, as they're going to come out here on a 2nd and short, setting up here, running back to the left, trips to the left. Dickey drops back, tosses it out, and he finds Chris Lee again. 9 yards and another first down for the Red Raiders.
I mean, but just like that, I don't know who number 1 is, but if he would have hit him on the go route, that was guaranteed more yardage.
Yeah, and I think that number 1, let's see, I think that's Popoco.
Well, Popcorn there just dropped one.
Well, maybe that's why. As we're going to see Dickey try and throw it, and he's going to not be able to get it to his receiver, as that one was almost caught by number 89. Let's see if I can get a name on who that was.
Looking at struggling step forward outside, even looks to the receivers. He's going to launch one over. It's going to be snagged by, not even going to try that name, for 3 yards.
I think it's Kovu Udinsky. That sounds right. As they're going to have a punt here again from Texas Tech. Another giving the ball back to Tulane, as we're going to have a run back here from MJ Witten, picking up 15. as we're going to see those defensive highlights again from Tulane on tackling, interceptions, just all over the field. But we're also going to see just a defensive play from Texas Tech. So I think that was the defensive highlight package. As Rivers is going to toss out to the left side and find a wide open man. MJ Witten picking up 40 and another first down for the Green Wave.
Definitely a huge pitch and catch there. Finding that open man in the zone, and he just took it.
Yes, sir. Huge catch there for MJ Witten, able to break free along the sideline and pick up that first down, as they are already knocking on the door of a touchdown almost, as they're down on the 25 now with that catch from Ben Blazin, able to pick up 6 and bring up a 2nd and short. As Tulane's going to set up on a 2nd and 4. Fake handoff to Kaiju, but he gets wrapped up and thrown down. Yami Kanashimi wraps him up and brings him down for a big sack.
Definitely a huge play from this Texas Tech defense, pushing him back. They get another one, and they may change the Tech, push him out of field goal range.
Yeah, definitely. We're going to have to see what happens here on this 3rd and long. As he's going to toss it out. Almost caught, but also almost intercepted. Not able to turn around fast enough on that, as that's going to bring up a long field goal here for their kicker.
Definitely going to be a long one, but it is still within range.
And it's good. First points here of the second half, and it is 31-3 Tulane. As it's been a slow start to the second half, but we'll have to see how the rest of this half plays out. Traeger, how are you feeling so far about this game?
I mean, Tulane looks like they've left their foot off the gas a little bit, or this Texas Tech defense is just on another level. But this Tulane defense has been playing lights out all game long.
Yeah, definitely, and that's what this Tulane defense does. They play lights out, and if they can team that up with their offense playing well, then this is a very, very scary team to play against. As we got a toss down, caught by Geno McFly, able to pick up 7.
Dickey's got to start making better reads, try to stretch it downfield a little bit more than just that. You're losing here.
Yeah, exactly. As there's one right down the field, Montezuma Popoko able to keep a foot in bounds and make a good catch there.
Definitely a nice little pitch and catch there for him. He's trying to say, "Give me the ball, I'll get us in the end zone."
Exactly. As here goes Dickey out of the under center set, dropping back, looking, toss it out. Good catch by Popoko again. 13 yards and another big first down for the Red Raiders.
Popcorn's been saying in chat all game long, "Feed me, I'm ready to pop off."
Exactly, and I think he's definitely a target they need to keep going to. And if they can go to him, then maybe they got a shot to get back in this game. But there's an incompletion over the middle intended for Chris Lee. As they're coming out here, one back set, toss out to the left, breaking away. I think that was Drew Stowe picking up a first down. Yep, one of those walk-ons on that little out route, and that's a first down for Texas Tech.
Definitely a nice pickup there. Getting this drive in, they're in the red zone.
Yeah, definitely. Good little catch there, as Stowe was able to pick up that first down and push them into the red zone. As there goes McFly trying to find some yardage, but he cannot. Only 1 yard for Geno McFly. Busta McNutt, another good tackle.
As they're going right back up the what?
What was that? Sorry.
I was just saying they're going right back up the middle with McFly. And this drive, I would have been feeding it to Popcorn. He's shown he has the hot hand.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to have to see what they do here on 3rd and 8 as Apoco's out here on the left side. And they're going to go over the... Oh, no. That was an almost toss over the middle. That was almost picked off again by Kamikaze Von Doom, who was able to get his hands on that one.
I mean, this Tulane defense bent a little. They did not break, but Texas Tech able to get 3 more points.
Very true, as there's a kick right up the middle and through. Finally, some more points for Texas Tech from their kicker, Jeffy Jones. And Tulane's going to get the ball back here, and we're going to have to see if this Texas Tech offense can put together a better drive next time out. But hopefully this defense can continue to stand tall against this Tulane offense.
Yeah, I mean, this Texas Tech defense is, well, minus the first quarter, has been playing really good football.
Yeah, exactly. And that's definitely a strength for Texas Tech is their defense. And I think their offense has just got to be able to catch up with that. As we're going to have a little toss down to Blazin, picking up a first down, 12 yards. There goes that man again.
I mean, he's went quiet after that first half. They need to go back to him.
Very true, as he is definitely their top target. But there's a handoff up the middle to Kaiju, picking up 4. And that's going to bring it into our 3rd quarter. We got a blowout so far on our hands with 1 quarter remaining. It is 31-6 Tulane. It is time to put up the 4s in chat. Traeger, remind them to do that.
You just reminded them. How can I remind them what you reminded them?
Y'all know what to do. I had a thought in my head and then the thought left.
You good, my man?
As Kaiju, 5 yards. Yeah.
You're good, my dude. It's weird being on this side of the booth. I normally do play-by-play, so I'm used to throwing it over to y'all anyways.
Got it. Yeah. I was going to throw it over, and then I just I'm still talking. Oh, no.
No, you're perfectly good, my man.
Awesome. As we're going to have a setup here on first down as Blazin made another catch there. River's going to toss it out. Almost a touchdown. Tanner Baxter catches it and then just kind of lays the ball down in his arm on the 1-yard line.
I mean, that man done everything he could to control that pass. Fozzie made him climb a ladder. I don't think that man had any more of a vert in him than what he just showed.
This is very true, as he went all the way up for that one. As toss over the middle, and he gets the touchdown that he was looking for on that last play. Tanner Baxter with another touchdown catch for Tulane.
He's definitely been eating tonight. That's been one of Rivers' favorite check down targets.
Yeah, exactly. As Baxter made a huge catch there for the touchdown. And the extra point is up and good, as that stretches out their lead again, 38-6.
But unfortunately, my man, I'm going to have to get out of here. Like I said, I didn't plan on calling a game tonight. I just didn't want you to call it by yourself. But I got to take my dog out.
You're chill, and I completely understand. Have a good night, sir. I got this one the rest of the way.
All right. Y'all have a great night, Twitch World. Triggers out.
Peace. As Texas Tech going to toss it out here. Good little catch. Simon Softhands picking up 3 yards. Not a whole ton going there. As you got me, Dodger Life, by myself the rest of the game. But that's okay. You're here for this game. As here's Dickey dropping back, trying to get away, and he cannot. Absolutely swallowed up. El Jefe de Goat leading the way, as many people were there in the backfield to bring down Dickey. Green started it, and Falco finished it off. I mean, not Falco. Jefe de Goat finishing it off, as Tulane is up by a lot here, 38-6. And Texas Tech is really just looking to get something, anything going here tonight. As Dickey's going to drop back, and he almost got sacked again, but it's going to clank off the hands of his running back, McFly. McFly is a good, very good running back here in the ECFL and a key part of the Texas Tech offense. But he is just a freshman. A little more experience under this belt, and maybe he's making those catches. But the ball's going to go back to Tulane as Witten's going to push forward for 11 yards and put the ball back into Texas Tech territory. Tulane setting up on another first down. Rivers with a running back to his left, just slightly behind him, and Witten dropping back, throwing over the middle. MJ Witten able to fight for 12 yards and another first down. As there goes that man again, MJ Witten, picking up some more yardage. Just Smoke Rivers is now over the 400-yard mark for the game tonight, as he's attempted 50 passes so far. Rivers tossing it over the middle, and a weird-looking tackle as Regis Philbin, the fullback, picked that one up and then just kind of got back reverse slammed-ish on that tackle. As here comes Tulane again, 2nd and 4. Fake handoff, toss it over the middle. There goes MJ Witten again, picking up 4 on what maybe could have been a first down call, because sometimes that's how NCAA football likes to call it. But not that time, as we got a 3rd and very, very short here. Coming out here on the back, with running back behind him. Kaiju up the middle. He's going to keep pushing, and he really wants a touchdown tonight, as he's going to push forward for 16 yards and just get hauled down before he can get past the 10-yard line. As Tulane is marching down the field here again. Rivers setting up here, Witten to his left. And he's going to try and get away, and he's going to try and show off his legs, and he almost did. Shoestring tackle by Yami Kanashimi, able to bring him up in the back, bring him down by his shoelaces, and set up a 2nd and goal. 5 wide. Rivers drops back. Oh, almost gets sacked. He just flicked that ball away just barely, as he had bearing down on him Tanuki Hamburglar from the end. 5 wide again. Rivers. Oh, almost got him on the offside there. Caught, I think, but very short. Barely short. As that's going to bring up another field goal attempt for Jeffy Jones? Yeah, Jeffy Jones. Nope, that's Texas Tech's kicker. Anywho, 3 more points. It's 41-6 Tulane. This has been a very one-sided game so far. Tulane is just rolling over Texas Tech so far. And, yeah, we're getting to see definitely why Tulane has been at the top of this league for a long time. And, with all their experience they have, yes, they have several seniors leaving, but they still have several highly skilled players remaining, that there's no reason to think that they won't be competing for years to come. As Drew Stowe makes a 7-yard catch there for Texas Tech, able to pick up a little bit there for the Red Raiders, as that's going to bring up a 2nd and 3, as we're going to see what the Red Raiders can do here. Coming out on 2nd and short. Dickey going under center. McFly in the backfield. Motion over from Stowe. Oh, Lee, my bad. Toss out to Popoko. There he goes. They got to get him going. Montezuma Popoko picking up 16 as he's able to pick up another big first down there, as they're going to give credit for that tackle to Armani Taylor Davis, who was able to finish off a tackle that couldn't be finished by Kaiser Washington. As Texas Tech is going to come out here. First down. Toss out. Caught. Chris Lee. 6 yards. And Texas Tech is finally getting the ball rolling at least a little bit, as I'm sure they wish this had happened earlier. Texas Tech setting up, toss over, first down. Chris Lee, 5 yards. As that is his 6th catch of the night. He's definitely been a big part of the offense here for Texas Tech, but unfortunately, it hasn't amounted to much. As the Red Raiders are going to set up here, Dickey tosses it over the middle. Geno McFly, 5 yards. Not a whole ton there on the check down, but that's going to bring up a 2nd and 5 here for Texas Tech. Dickey running back to his left. Dropping back. Screen pass! There goes McFly. Nothing. He looked like he had something, and then he had nothing. As that's going to bring up a 3rd and 4. Not a whole ton going there. As the screen pass does screen pass things and doesn't work. As here comes 3rd and 4 again. Motion over is Lee. Dropping back. Looking. Toss it out. But nothing on the, again, attempted screen pass. Because we love to see it. I'm sorry. That was very awkward. Anywho, Dickey dropping back, looking, throws it over to the right side, and McFly's in for the first down and keep going, but he just gets flattened at the end there by Tank Falco, who said, "You stiff arm one of my men, I slam you to the ground." Bringing up a 1st and 10 as they're finally marching down the field here, looking to finally pick up some 6-point words, dang it, as they're looking to finally pick up a touchdown, but that pass is almost intercepted by Kaiser Washington, the senior corner for Tulane, as this Tulane defense, this whole Tulane team is filled with seniors, as Geno McFly gets hauled down by Bam Butler, not a senior, a sophomore. While I'm on the topic, I just wanted to take a little look here at some of the departing seniors here for Tulane, as we got Andy Newsome, Tank Falco, Kaiser Washington, Mason J. Sanders, and there's a touchdown for Texas Tech that they were long looking for. Chris Lee, he's been trying to go to him all night, and it works again. A huge diving catch from Lee for the first Red Raiders touchdown. And that got me off my senior naming thing, but that's fine. Anywho, an onside kick doesn't work. Who could have saw that coming? As we're going to take a look back at some of the plays here from earlier in the game, as we see how Texas Tech's defense has really stepped it up here in the second half. And we see Lee's phenomenal catch there again. But this Texas Tech defense has really started to show itself here in the second half, and I'm sure that they wish they had shown that in the first quarter, but hopefully it's something to build on for next week, as the handoff's going to go to Kaiju, as he's going to pick up 6, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and 4, as time is running down. Tulane just looking to hold on to the ball and keep the ball out of Texas Tech's hands. Wishbone set, handoff to Kaiju up the middle. First down. There he goes again. First down, Kaiju Witten. Only 35 yards on the ground so far from Kaiju late here in the game, but they haven't needed him. Rivers has been able to hook up with almost all of his targets tonight, and it has worked to perfection. As Rivers is going to show off his legs now, he almost escaped, but he was brought down at the very end there by number 25, Ricky Lacey, the defensive tackle freshman for Texas Tech. Easily the easiest name to say on this defensive line. As we got a fake handoff, Rivers going to keep it. He's going to get some open field and find the end zone. There is your weekly touchdown on the ground from Smoke Rivers, who loves to run it into the end zone. It seems like at least once a week. As that's going to push the lead to 48-13 with 56 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. It has been a very interesting game so far. Texas Tech, like I mentioned, has shown up on defense here in the second half, but Tulane's offense has just been way too overpowering, and it was too little too late for Texas Tech's offense and defense, as Tulane just keeps churning and putting up points. As they got a handoff to McFly, who attempts to break away, and he almost did. Ran over Andy Newsom, but El Jefe de Goat finished him off. As time is ticking down here, we are going to be under 45 seconds by the time this snap gets off for 2nd and 12. But it has definitely been a blowout so far. It's 48-13 Tulane here tonight from Lubbock, Texas. Attempted pass there from Dickey, but it's batted down by Newsom. Not a whole ton going there. 35 seconds left, 3rd and 12. Running back in the backfield. Dickey under center, dropping back, looking, but nothing. Sacked again. T. Knight with his first tackle of the night, which is surprising for the junior defensive tackle, as he makes a huge hit there on Dickey. And they really done a good job bottling him up tonight, but everyone else has played pretty darn well. As now Texas Tech is going to have to punt it away to just finish off the game. They're going to let Tulane get off one more play, most likely, before the clock hits zeros, as MJ Witten brings that back for a 10-yard return. But here we go. Tulane setting up here to just run one more play. Surprised they're not going to go with the victory formation, but they're going to hand it off to Kaiju, see if they can just pad his stat line a little bit. That's going to be 9 yards, and that'll most likely bring us to the end of the game, as you're going to see the clock tick down straight to zeros. That's the end of this ball game. Tulane's going to beat Texas Tech here tonight, 48-13. A huge win here for Tulane, as they're proving that, hey, we may not be playing the best of this season, but we are still Tulane, and we're still going to kick your butts if we can. Thank you for joining me here tonight on ECFL. For Dodger Life, and briefly for Traeger, good night.